This is Math Session 12th Standard, Chapter 1, Applications of Matrices and Determinants. In that, we are going to see Solving System of Linear Equations. Solving System of Linear Equations. That is, solve the given set of equations. That is, we have to find the unknowns in it. If A is a non-singular matrix, then the solution of system of equations can be found by any one of the following methods. That is, we are having three methods. First one is matrix inversion method. Second one is Cramer's rule. Third one is Gaussian elimination method. Matrix inversion method. Steps involving in matrix inversion method. Here we are having 4 steps to find the unknowns. Okay. The step 1 is convert the given equations into matrix equation form Ax equal to B. That is, you have to represent the given equations as the matrix equations. Step 2 is write the matrices A, B and X separately. Step 3 is find the A inverse by using the formula A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. That is already we are learnt in the first exercise. Then step 4 is use the inversion formula X equal to A inverse into B to get the matrix X. That is, have to multiply the A inverse matrix that we get in the step 3 and B matrix in the step 2. Ordinary matrix multiplication to get the matrix X. In that, we have to write the unknown values. Let us see the example. Solve the following system of linear equations using matrix inversion method. See, here two equations are given. See the solution. First you have to write the given equations in the form Ax equal to B, that is matrix form. Here A equal to, this is called the coefficient matrix. Here you have to write the coefficients of X and Y. And X matrix is X and Y, that is unknown value. Then B equal to, that is the constant values in the given equations. Then we have to find the determinant of A value, that is not equal to 0. So A inverse exists. Then you have to find the identity adjoint matrix. Then by using the formula A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. For 2 cross 2, you have to find the adjoint by interchanging these two elements and change the signs of these two elements. Then you have to apply the inversion formula X equal to A inverse into B. That is, you have to do the ordinary matrix multiplication. See, then we get one matrix. Here the first one represents the X variable answer. Then second one represents the Y variable answer. So the solution is X equal to -1, Y equal to 4. Now we are going to see Cramer's rule. This rule can be applied only when the coefficient matrix is a square matrix and non-singular. Okay. Steps involving to use Cramer's rule. For the first step, now to determine the value of delta. Here delta is nothing but coefficient matrix, that is A matrix. For that you have to find the determinant value, that is delta is nothing but determinant of A. If delta value is not equal to 0, we can apply the Cramer's rule. If delta is not equal to 0, then next you have to proceed to the step 2. In that, replacing the first column elements of delta with the constant values, that is B matrix elements, we get delta 1. In step 3, replacing the second column elements with that constant values, we get delta 2. In step 4, replacing the third column elements with the constant values, we get delta 3. After finding these three values, we can apply the Cramer's rule in fifth step. The Cramer's rule formula is x1 equal to delta 1 by delta. Here x2 equal to delta 2 by delta. x3 equal to delta 3 by delta. Here x1, x2, x3 are unknown values. It may be a, b, c or x, y, z like that. If in the first step we are getting delta value is equal to 0, then we can directly write Cramer's rule cannot be applied. Let us see Cramer's rule. Exercise 1.4 in the first third sum. Solve the following system of linear equations by Cramer's rule. Here they were given three equations. Yes. Let us see the solutions. In step 1, I have to find the delta value. Delta is nothing but determinant of coefficient matrix. That is, you have to write the coefficient values alone here. And B matrix is constant values in this. So delta value is, we get minus 22, that is not equal to 0. So I have to proceed to the step 2. In step 2, how to find delta 1 value. Delta 1 is nothing but replace the first column of these elements with the B matrix. Here we are replacing the first column elements with the B matrix element. Then I have to find the determinant value. So at that time we will get delta 1 equal to minus 44. Next you have to proceed to the step 3. Delta 2. In delta 2, you have to replace the second elements with the B matrix. Then we will get delta 2 equal to minus 66. Next, in step 4, delta 3 equal to, in that, how to replace the third column elements with the B matrix. We get delta 3 equal to minus 88. In step 5, how to apply the Cramer's rule. Here unknown variables are x, y, z. So in Cramer's rule, you have to write x equal to delta 1 by delta. We get x value as 2. Y equal to delta 2 by 2 delta. That answer is 3. That is y equal to 3. And z equal to delta 3 by delta. That answer is 4. That is z equal to 4. Finally, you have to write the answers of x, y, z. After that, we can verify the answers too. That is, we have to substitute the x, y and z values in any one of the equations to verify the left hand side and right hand side as equal. Then we are going to see Gaussian elimination method. In this method, we can find the unknowns of a singular matrix also. That is, in Cramer's rule, if delta value is equal to 0, we cannot apply that method. But in this Gaussian elimination method, even for the singular matrix also we can find the answers. This method can be applied even if the coefficient matrix is singular matrix and rectangular matrix. In this method, we transform the augmented matrix of the system of linear equations into row echelon form, that is triangular form, and then by back substitution we get the solution. Now we are going to see the steps involving in Gaussian elimination method. Step 1. Convert the given equations into matrix equation form, that is Ax equal to B. In step 2, we can write the matrix A, B and X separately. In step 3, we write the augmented matrix. Augmented matrix is nothing but combination of two matrices. That is, we can write the combined two matrix into single matrix, that is augmented matrix A and B, and write the equivalence matrix in triangular form using the row operations. That is how to find the triangular form of the augmented matrix. In step 4, convert the equivalence matrix again into matrix equation. So that only it is called as the back substitution method. That is, now we are having the equivalence matrix in the step 3. That matrix is converted into equation form. That is like Ax equal to B form. Then solve the equations to find the unknowns, that is x, y, z in step 5. That is the answer for that. See that note. This method of going from last equation to the first equation, that is from the last equation to the first equation, is called the method of back substitution. In your exam, they may ask Gaussian elimination method or method of back substitution. Let's see one example sum for Gaussian elimination method. Exercise 1.5, first second sum. Solve the following system of linear equations by Gaussian elimination method. See, they were given 3 equations. Let us see the solution. In the first step, the given equations can be written in the form of Ax equal to B. That is coefficient matrix, then matrix with unknown variables, then constant matrix. Then in step 2, write the matrices A, X and B separately. In step 3, write the augmented matrix AB, that is A matrix and B matrix. We are combining A and B matrix as the single matrix symbol, like that. For our identification, we are separate that A matrix and B matrix. Then for our convenience, we have to divide the first row by 2. Okay. Then we are going to convert the matrix into triangular form. We are already known that for this triangular form, how to convert the second row first element and third row first element as 0 by using R1. Here we are changing the R2 and R3 by using the R1 operation. I give the rough work here. After changing this, I have to convert the third row second element as 0 by using R2. So that is, we are replacing the R3 row by using R2. Then we will get the triangular form. This is the equivalence matrix for this augmented matrix. This is in triangular form. By back substitution method, we get, that is, convert the equivalence matrix into again matrix equation. See, we are converted this as matrix equation. That is, here 1 means this is the coefficient matrix. Here x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 11. Then for this 0, there is no x variable. So 2y minus 4z equal to minus 6. Then here for the third equation, there is no x variable and y variable. Then 22z equal to 44. Like that you have to write. You have to mark that as first equation, second equation and third equation. Then from equation number 3, we get the z value as 2. Then substitute z value in the second equation to get the value of y. Then substitute the values of y and z in equation number 1. We get the x value. Therefore, x value equal to 3, y equal to 1 and z equal to 2. Then we will verify that result by substituting these x, y and z values in any one of these equations to verify the left hand side and right hand side answer. Thank you, students.